don't even think you'd see at the big Vicenza jewelry fair.
Which, and this you would never.
No, because you've reinvented the status link. Okay, just got back in stock because it sells out every single time. Scott insisted on the extra small through the extra large. Now, I know it says 8.9 grams on your screen, but the largest goes up to 11.4 grams of precious sterling silver. One price, any size. So if for guys or gals, or however you identify, you need the extra large, that's going to be fitting about an 8.5-inch wrist. That's still the same price. And you're getting 11.4 grams of silver. We do the same bracelet in the gold. Now that's real gold that is plated over the sterling silver. You're saving $25 here on sale. You're saving $37 there. And I'm going to be quiet and let Scott talk. And by the way, if you want to get the matching necklace, pop that in your cart now, because that's not going to last either.
And okay, so thank you very, very much. Okay. So in the world of jewelry, there's chain manufacturers, which basically means they're not proprietary, which is why you see a lot of the same chains across designers around the world, because they're done by machine. When I was in Rhode Island working with a design team there, it's third-generation family-owned right here in Rhode Island. And we looked through everything, and he's like, well, I can do this, and we've got this. He's like, but I do have a new machine coming in that should be here, yada, yada, yada. Let me show you the different ideas we can do. So I'm going to come here so you guys can see. From there, those of you who have ever known me in my past life here on the Q, you're going to recognize this reiteration right here, those box links. I'm going to cover those. Sorry, guys. That's the quintessential rounded box chain known as a Venetian chain that you've seen around the world. This is 4 millimeters. It sounds crazy and simple, but then the fact that they've taken it and we've elongated it, you've completely, and again you think, well, what's the big deal? This is a very, very expensive machine to get. There's only one where you can have it made. So this is not available anywhere else in the world except for this one manufacturer. And when I say manufacturer, I don't want you to think, and I'm going to put this down, you guys, I don't want you to think a chain that's just done by machine and they're going like this and pulling it through. This starts as a thin wire. There are close to 15 artisans who craft this chain for you, and it's the tooling around there. It's getting the wire thicker, making more of the silver, then feeding it through, and again, the most modern, epic machine to create this that you can't get except for there. And I've been very fortunate because I was like, I want this for Christian James, because how do I create a brand that is unique, that can speak and lay with all your favorite pieces? This is it. And then we do a hand-applied oxidation on the inside of every link. So there's a sexiness to it, there's an openness, there's weighty, and of course, since it's designer jewelry, the closure is custom. We hand carve it in wax. You've got that same ripple design. So as I said before, look how it goes back to her Jane's ripple beads here. It's
and
gonna,
the ring.
Yep, it's going to go all the way through. We have the oversized closure, so you have the CJ markings that you're gonna hook it onto. But this chain itself is something that none of your friends are going to have. And if you love to collect designer jewelry and you love chains, we're at 4 millimeters for the bracelet, 3 millimeters for the necklace. That's all I have.
Oh no, that's not all you have, because you have everything. Because like you create this from your heart. I had a chance to visit Scott's design studio at his home. You know, we were outside on a beautiful day. We went into your design studio. You're surrounded by nature, the people you love, the fur babies you love as well. And this is all born of love. And so you wear this with love every day of your life. And I think it's so cool because I've sold this with Scott through different, we talked about being there in the fall, and I've seen you on the air in the holiday time, in the winter, and then the spring, and now we're getting ready for summer, again, in a big way at midnight. Doesn't everything look great at midnight? We're right across on the set. I'm so excited. But anyway, this to me almost gives us a nautical feel for the summertime. But
it has the open and airy.
We talked about wearing it with your velvets and your sparkles at holiday. So like kind of a never take it off moment. And what a price for gorgeous crafted precious metal. The silver is a little bit more popular than the yellow gold, but the yellow gold is all a little bit more limited, and you are saving money on a bestseller. Plus, we start at an extra small that will fit about a 6.5-inch wrist. Go into the small, that's what I wear, 6 3/4. The average is about 7 1/4. The large is 8. The extra large, so you were the one that introduced us to that, giving us that not 3 but 5 sizes. And we start at 8.9 grams of precious sterling silver, Some of them then plated in 14 karat gold if you choose that one. And we go up to 11.4 grams in a bracelet that is just going to be something you never take off.
Well, and again, you get that quality, you get the designer, so there's a wonderful story there for that weight that you love. I love the fact that you cannot go anywhere in the world and get this. I love the fact that this has become our #1 selling bracelet. We launched it in August, it sold out. We brought it back in December, it sold out. And when I mean it just came back, we got it because we weren't sure it was going to make the show.
Oh no.
It arrived yesterday.
Okay.
So the fact that it's back here again, and this will become, between the ripple and this Luciano chain, this is the DNA of Christian James that if you love the brand and the style, you will collect and add into.
So I'm going to keep the bracelet because coming up next are the necklaces. And I don't know what's going on.